Hey everybody, Davey here. I don't want to waste any time on this video, so let's get straight into it. I want to talk about this month's Star Wars magazine, and this is the month of May. Honestly, I'm pretty happy about this. Hey everybody, Davey here, and I don't want to spend too long, so let's get straight into it. I want to talk about this month's LEGO Star Wars magazine, and this is the month of June. June's magazine, we got an Imperial shuttle build. I don't usually get these little builds, but I've got a few of them. I'm gonna buy a 25th anniversary TIE Fighter, second hand, or just on the second hand market. And you know what? I saw this, I thought I like the Imperial shuttle, this is kind of cool. I will actually get this one, because I don't usually get the brick built sets. I usually just buy the figures. And speaking of, let's just see straight what's at the back of the magazine. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. So if anyone wants to get any specialists without buying the entire battle pack, which seems strange, because the battle pack's like £14 now in most places, but still, if you don't want to buy the battle pack for its already cheap price, you can get a specialist even cheaper. My advice, I'd just buy the battle pack. If these figures are costing £5 each, then that battle pack should cost you £20 just for the figures. Because this magazine will cost you £5 for one figure. So for the price of less than 3 magazines, you could get 4 figures and a little brick built kind of turret. It's this turret actually. This turret right here. So if you guys don't want to spend so much money buying these magazines, you can probably save some money just by buying the battle pack, or at least get more value. If you specifically just want the specialist, then yeah, you might as well buy a few magazines if that's what you want, but you'd honestly have better value in your collection if you just bought a couple battle packs. Even if you only bought a battle pack, it'd be better value than buying multiple magazines. But that's still pretty cool. So if anyone's in an area where they can get the magazine but they can't get the battle pack, they can still get their hands on a specialist trooper. I'd be surprised if that's the case somewhere, but if it is, you can get one. That's pretty cool. Let's talk about the actual magazine itself. It's that normal keep your kids entertained in the back of the car kind of stuff. It's how I always describe it, and that's what it is. The comic was mildly interesting to me, just because of a couple of the details they had in there. They showed us the normal stormtroopers, new TIE Fighter that we're seeing in the show, which is already revealed in a set. However, they did show us the old U-Wing, which is interesting, and what looks like a new A-Wing. There's a A-Wing shown about here. I found it straight away, actually. That A-Wing doesn't look quite like the last one we saw. So it's possible we could be seeing a new A-Wing, which would interest me. The figure in it looks like the old one, so I'm not convinced. So don't quote me on this, but it's possible that we could see a new A-Wing. Beyond that, there's not really too much to say about it. Quite interestingly, we do have a TIE Interceptor, which is it reminds me of in Star Wars Rebels, the way that Sabine would paint the ships. We got this painted up TIE Interceptor, which could be an interesting set. If they wanted to go back to Star Wars Rebels and make any sets, a TIE Fighter with like a Sabine paint scheme, that'd be a pretty cool set, you know. That's a good opportunity right there. Besides from that, there's not really anything too interesting in this magazine. We're not getting a new Imperial, can't think of what it's called now, Imperial shuttle. We're not getting a new Imperial shuttle because it does show one in there, and it is just the old one from 2019. And I'll show it up, it's the 2019 one. But we do see Luke with an Imperial Commander pauldron, so it's possible that we could see that appear in a set at some point. But again, I don't know, that's just a bit of theorising. Let's actually get into the fun part, the brick built set. Thankfully, they put instructions inside the comic on how to build it, because otherwise I would be screwed. I feel like they should put these instructions in like a little piece of paper in the actual bag. So that way, if you've only got the bag and not the actual magazine, like you've bought the bag secondhand online, for example, you can still build it. Because otherwise, you don't have the instructions. You kind of just got to guess how it goes together, or you've got to try and find them online, which you might not be able to do. I don't know. Hopefully Bricklink would save you on that one and go, don't worry, we got the instructions. Otherwise, that could be a bit of a problem. And even though these do have a set number, let me find it. You'll find a set number about there on a magazine. There's a little black area and you'll see it there. Even though they have a set number, they don't appear on the LEGO site, so you can't look it up on the LEGO site to see the instructions either. Guys, are you ready for a spare pieces reveal? That's it. It's pretty impressive that it can get it so accurately though, like, I'll give credit to that, that's kind of cool. But behold, that's a pretty cool build. It looks a little bit bird-like, it does look a little goofy, admittedly. I think it's something with the head. The head's either too long, or too big, or too thin, I don't know. But something about the head just makes it look birdy. I can't. It looks like a bird. Regardless, that's a pretty cool set. I do quite like it. The use of pieces in it is pretty good. On a very small scale, they've managed to capture a lot of detail. Although LEGO is just often very good at that. Is it worth its price? I don't know. Would you pay £5 for that? Probably not. But if you just want it as another goofy addition to your collection, maybe you collect these little brick built ships and you see that one, you go, oh, I like that, I want that. Well then, maybe it's the one for you. I don't really collect these. I've got a couple of really old ones from like 2012, 2013. I've got a Republic Frigate mini build, I have a Z95 Headhunter mini build, and I've got some of those micro ones that you get in like the advent calendars. But usually these kind of things aren't something I'd collect. Regardless, it's still pretty cool. So I'm going to leave that to you. Guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this set. I'm quite curious on what other people think of these micro builds. Because I know that most people probably just keep an eye out for the minifigures, as they're going to be the best value in the magazines. But I'm curious what people think of these micro builds, or mini builds, sorry, as well. The micro builds are the tiny, tiny ones. Thank you very much for watching this video, everybody, and I'll see you all in the next one. These videos are quite late. It is the end of June now, so if you want to get these magazines, it's now or never really, because shops are going to start stocking up on next month's July's, so I'll make a video on July's magazine soon. I won't be as late to it as I was with this month's. These have just been sitting in the corner and I just hadn't done this for like weeks. But I'm going to get to those sooner. I'll do those as soon as I can, really. And if you want to try and get one of these magazines, I'd start looking now, because they could be gone in coming days. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.